It's Miss W with another story time, especially for you. So let's get started by putting our hands in the air. You ready? Put your hands in the air, in the air. Put your hands in the air, in the air. Put your hands in the air now. Shake 'em up there. Put your hands in the air, in the air. Can you spin your arms? Spin your arms, spin your arms, spin your arms. Spin your arms, spin your arms. Stop! Go the other way. Spin your arms, 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 spin your arms. Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Clap them real fast. Stop. Clap them real slow. Clap your hands, clap your hands, clap your hands. Yay! Good job. Now, let's sing our hello song. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? It's good to have you here today in Storytime. It's good to have you today in Storytime. It's good to have you here today in Storytime. How are you today? And I hope you're having an awesome and wonderful day. In fact, the story times we're going to talk about today lets us know what we should do and how we should feel sometimes when days don't go the way you think they should go. In fact, the first story that we're going to do is called Saturday. And this book was written and illustrated by O.G. Mora. And there's a little girl and her mama. There's the little girl's calendar. It has Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And if you look, you see nothing but stars on Saturday. And she's crossed out all the days that they've had. And today is a special Saturday. Let's find out what makes it so special for today. There she is getting up. And there's her mother with a cup of coffee looking in the bedroom. This morning, Ava and her mother were all smiles. It was Saturday because Ava's mother worked Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday was the day that they cherished. They thought a whole lot of wonderful things about that day. On Saturdays, they zipped to the library for weekly story time. Wow, I love that. That's my favorite place to go. On Saturdays, they lounged in the beauty salon chairs and got new hairdos. On Saturdays, they picnicked in the grass for a peaceful afternoon in the park. Look at how peaceful it is. And this Saturday, they were also riding the bus across town for a one-night only puppet show. Wow. The day would be special. The day would be splendid. The day was Saturday. And Ava and her mother could hardly wait to get the day started. So, zoom, off they went to the library. But when they reached the library, Storytime was canceled. Storytime being canceled? Oh my goodness. Oh no, Ava cried. It's canceled, wailed her mother. They paused, they closed their eyes, and let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So, zoom! Off they went to the beauty salon. But as they left the salon, whoosh! A car drove by, and what happened? Water splashed all over them, and their hairdos were ruined. Oh no, Ava sobbed. Our do's, boo-hooed Ava's mother. Look, they're trying to dry their hair off. They paused. They closed their eyes and went, let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today is Saturday. So zoom, off they went. But their peaceful afternoon at the park was loud. Oh no, Ava groaned. What did you say? It's too noisy, yelled her mother. Look, it's a lot of people in there. There's some children playing. There's a man playing an instrument. There's some children playing hide-go-seek. It's a lot of things going. There's somebody painting. Somebody doing yoga. It's a lot of things going on in the park today. They paused, they closed their eyes, and let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Ava, her mother reassured her. Today will be special. Today will be splendid. Today will be ruined if we miss that bus. So zoom to the extra special one night only puppet show they went. We made it! Ava exclaimed as they arrived at the theater. Look, they're getting ready to get in line. Thank goodness, Ava's mother sighed with relief. Hooray for Saturday! They cheered. Tickets? Chirped the lady at the door. Ava's mother reached into her purse. But the tickets weren't there. Oh no! Ava's mother gasped. I left the tickets on the kitchen table. As Ava watched her mother crumble, I've had it, she sighed. Storytime was canceled. Our hairdos were ruined. The park was loud. And now we're missing the puppet show. I'm sorry, Ava. We looked forward to this all week, and I messed up everything. I ruined Saturday. Ava was quiet for a moment. Then she closed her eyes and let out a deep breath. Don't worry, Mama, Ava reassured her. Today was special. Today was splendid. Saturdays are wonderful because I spend them with you. That was wonderful. So slowly, hand in hand, off they went. When they reached their apartment door, Ava turned to her mother. She had an idea. What if we, Ava started, and then her mother said, you know we could. And so they got together and they did. They made their own sock puppets. And they had their own puppet show right there at home and had a wonderful Saturday. The end. Oh, I loved it. They stopped, they closed their eyes, and then they took a deep breath and let it out and thought about something else that was positive. This next book is similar to that. It's called Cannon's Crash Course. And this book was written by Mon Trice and illustrated by Kababi Bayak. I need to let you know one thing special about this book. This book was written by a local author right here in the St. Louis area. Cannon had a new orange bike, the smallest on his street. Bright reflectors, big red flag, and a horn that horns, beep beep. He watched his older brothers ride, Mikhail, Fred, and Drew. When it came to riding his, he did not have a clue. Today will be the day, he said. I'll teach myself to ride. He strapped the helmet on his head and took his bike outside. There he is putting his helmet on. There's his brothers. He wobbled and turned left, but forgot to use his brakes. Oh, he almost knocked someone down. He crushed into T. Baker and made him drop his cakes. Oh, no. He plowed over some flowers called daisies and nearly squished a pup. When he landed on his head, he shouted, I give up. T. Baker went to help him, pink frosting on his head. You see that pink frosting? He picked him up, wiped him clean, and this is what he said. When things go wrong, as some things do, you must not have a fit. Think it over. Try again. But most of all, don't quit. Let's say that again, okay? Because all of us can kind of learn from that. When things go wrong, as some things do, you must not have a fit. Think it over. Try again. But most of all, don't quit. And there he is. He knew the words T spoke were true. He quieted his fears. He picked up his bike. He rehung the flag and wiped away his tears. He didn't wiggle or wobble. Look at his brothers watching him. He given it his all. His paths were straight. His turn was tight. He rode and did not fall. T. Baker clapped, jumped up and down, smiled at the tyke with pride. In Cannon's heart, he'd not forget the day he learned to ride. The end. Oh, that was a good story. I think what we're going to do now, let's do a friendly story. Uh, We're going to do something called, Will You Be a Friend of Mine? Because we meet each time for story time. You be a friend of mine. And this sounds like the London Bridge. Will you be a friend of mine? Friend of mine, friend of mine. Will you be a friend of mine? And say hello with me. Hello, hi. Will you be a friend of mine? Friend of mine, friend of mine. Will you be a friend of mine? And clap your hands with me. Let's clap our hands. Will you be a friend of mine? Friend of mine, friend of mine. Will you be a friend of mine? And stomp your feet with me. Let's stomp our feet. Will you be a friend of mine? Put your hands together. Friend of mine, bend your fingers. Friend of mine, will you be a friend of mine? And make a heart with me. And make a heart with me. Will you be a friend of mine? Friend of mine, friend of mine. Will you be a friend of mine? And play along with me. Clap your hands, wave hello, stomp your feet, make a heart. Good job, friends. Good job. Well, the next story we're going to read is called My Best Friend. And this book was written and illustrated by Pat Hutchins. My Best Friend. And there they are. I wonder who is the oldest. You think the girl is the oldest or the boy is the oldest? You're right. I think the girl might be the oldest here, but let's find out. My best friend is coming to spend the night. I'm glad she's my best friend. My best friend knows how to run faster. Zoo up the hill. And climb higher in the tree. Be careful. And jump farther than anyone. I'm glad she's my best friend. My best friend can eat spaghetti with a fork and doesn't drop it on the table. Who dropped theirs on the table? My best friends know how to paint good pictures and doesn't get finger marks on the paper. He did a wonderful picture too, didn't he? Look, he has some paint on his face. My best friend knows how to untie her shoelaces. I think it's bath time. And how to button her buttons on her pajamas. My best friend knows how to read. I'm glad she's my best friend. And then Mama comes and says, it's time to turn out the light. Oh my goodness, look, what's this? Coming through the window. My best friend thinks there's a monster in the room. But I know there isn't. Look at the best friend. She said, look, look, look. And look, he said, it's okay, it's okay. I know it's only the wind. Look, she put the covers over her head. And I know it's only the wind blowing the curtains. And I know if I close the window, the curtains won't blow. Look, she's peeking from up under the covers. And he's closing the window. And I'm glad you're my best friend, said my best friend. They can help each other. That's what friends do. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other's gold. It's always good to make new friends. And now, friends, unfortunately, it's time to end our story time together. But we will be back once again. So let's sing our goodbye song. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye in story time. Now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye in story time. Goodbye in story time. Bye. See you next time.